What's up? This is Mikey Rotella. You're watching Groovey.TV.
Hey, this is Groovey. I'm here with Mikey Rotella here at Distortions Unlimited in Greeley, Colorado. Yeah. How's it going, man?
Pretty good, man. Just hanging.
Yeah.
Making some monsters, you know?
What are you working on that you can talk about?
We're working on all kinds of stuff. Zombies and scary vampire shit. All kinds of stuff.
Right on.
Fun stuff.
Right on. So what have been some of your favorite projects so far?
Probably number one for me that we did on the show for Distortions has been the big head for Alice Cooper.
Really?
We did an Alice Cooper Frankenstein that was like, 3 size, scaled 3 times, like all huge, and it's supposed to look like Alice, but like a Frankenstein version of Alice with like, messed up, what is that, like seams and all kinds of gross shit all over his face, and it was pretty cool. And it's been traveling all over the world with Alice Cooper on stage, a big puppet that comes out there and Feed My Frankenstein, everybody's favorite. So yeah, it's pretty sick.
Right on. Now, like, what kind of mediums do you personally work in?
I'm a sculptor. I use clay, any kind of clay, mostly wet clay. I like wet clay a lot for the Halloween stuff. It's a water-based clay, and sometimes for smaller things and different projects, depending on what it is, I'll use different oil-based clays and stuff like that. None of that crazy chiseling with marble or any of that shit. I can't. I wish I could handle that stuff.
It would take way too damn long.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right on. So what other projects you got going on personally?
Personally, I do a show in Burbank, California every year called Monsterpalooza, and I'm working right now to get everything done. It's I think the second or third week in April. Okay. So I've got a lot of stuff going on for that. Just my own, mask designs and, more like collectors, not really wearable stuff, but more collector's edition masks and stuff like that. Just trying to make some weird stuff and, some scary stuff and have a good time,
So what's the most weird and messed up thing you've ever made?
Oh man, weird and messed up thing I've ever made?
Yeah. You even scared yourself.
Oh, I still don't think I've done that yet. I don't know. That's a hard one, actually. I've done some weird stuff for Distortions.
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, this one of the scariest things for Distortions. They randomly, in the off season, they decided to do a Christmas display, and we did a Santa and we did a Mrs. Santa and all this stuff, and they had to look real cute and for the kids. But they had these 2 elves with them, and for some reason, Ed wanted them to be evil elves. They looked just like scary as shit, but they were like kind of cartoony and fun. And I was just like, these things are messed up. And I had to do 2 of them, and it was like, a whole week of sculpting these elves, and I had nightmares about these little shits. So it was messed up. Yeah. It wasn't fun.
See, so you actually did scare yourself at some point.
Well, yeah, it's the most innocent thing, though. I wasn't even gory or even Halloween. It was just, it was kind of fun, though.
Right on. So, who are some of your inspirations as an artist?
Oh man, I got a lot of them. I'm a huge fan of Jordy Ushell. I work with him on the show. I mean, I've taken his class. He's pretty much my mentor. He's pretty much taught me everything I know. So that's pretty big. As a sculptor, that's one of my, main influences. But I'm a huge fan of Paul Komoda. He's a really great artist, and a good friend. I love his work. It's always inspiring. Always trying to reach that kind of level. As sculptors go, I like Jim Cagle a lot. Bill Basso is a mask maker and guy that works in Hollywood that's incredible as well. I have so many. I could just sit here and list them all day, but those are some of the main guys. At least right now, it continually changes too. Like I could get into other artists and stuff, but more well-known, I guess. Big time fun artists like Giger and obviously everybody loves Giger. It's like whatever, but stuff like that. It's just fun, scary shit.
So has the TV show changed anything for you? Like people recognize you in the grocery store now or anything?
No, nothing like that. No. A couple people on the show have had that, but not me. I did one of those Monsterpalooza shows as I talked about, and it's mostly that kind of crowd, though, the whole monster crowd, you know what I mean? So it's like a lot of people there had seen the show and knew me and stuff, and that was kind of cool. It's a lot, cooler, too, when the little kids come up and they're like, oh, we saw the show, we thought it was really cool, It's a little creepier when it's like, the 45-year-old guy that's like, watch you in the basement. Like, it's like, oh, shit. Like, I still live with my mom, and she brings me grilled cheese sandwiches, and I watch Making Monsters. I love your work. And it's just like, all right, bro. So that's kind of weird, but when the little kids like it, I'm like,
Helpful tip to you guys out there.
yeah, you know. I'm glad you guys enjoy the show, but move out of your parents' basement, for Christ's sake.
All right, man, one last one. Like, you know, you make some, you know, some great horror masks, that kind of thing. Like, what are some of your, like, favorite horror movies?
Oh, man, that's another one I could talk about for days and days. Like, it's probably my favorite, probably my favorite. I'll use some memory now right now. No, probably my favorite subject, though, is horror movies. I love that stuff. Probably number one, and this changes year to year as well, but Dawn of the Dead is a huge inspiration, and it scared the shit out of me as a kid, and it's one of the best movies, you know, to date. Night of the Living Dead also, you know, love it, but for some reason, you know, Dawn really just scared me, you know, so much that I'll never forget, you know, that movie. It's still one of my favorites. I love the European cut even more than the original U.S. Theatrical. It's just weirder. There's more goblin, you know, and stuff like that. And I think Dario Argento edited it, or you know, helped recut it. It's just like super awesome.
So what's your take on the remake then?
Of Dawn of the Dead?
Yeah.
I'm really good friends with Dave Anderson, the guy that did the makeup. I worked for him a few times. Incredible dude. You know, him and his wife Heather Langkamp, really great people. And I loved the stuff they did for that movie. As a movie goes, though, I'm not a huge fan of the movie. I hate remakes. I'm just not into it at all, you know.
Right.
And I just didn't think it did the original justice. I mean, it wasn't a bad movie per se, but just you know, I don't think it nailed the feeling of the original. But as zombie makeups go, and for just pure zombie action, some of the best stuff I've seen, you know. So pretty cool, you know.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah. Let me think. Just because I can't mention one. I mean, I love The Thing. I love American Werewolf in London. Halloween's a huge, you know, movie for me. Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one, the first Friday the 13th. You know, crazy stuff like that. You know,
It's badass.
yeah.
Right on. So is there anything else coming up you want to pimp out here real quick?
Just check out Monsterpalooza. You can search it. I think it's monsterpalooza.com. You can figure out the spelling, I'm sure. I think that's April 15th or something like that. That whole weekend. It's in Burbank, California, at the Burbank Marriott by the airport. So if you guys are in the area, or if you feel like taking a trip to California, it's an awesome show, man. Really cool. Some of the best monster art you're gonna see. Some of the biggest special, you know, makeup effects guys and all kinds of stuff doing makeup demos. You know, life-size sculpture, all kinds of just crazy stuff. It's really awesome. So check that out, and you know, check out Making Monsters too. You know, it's kind of a fun show.
I dig it.
Oh, cool. Now, what's your favorite episode of Making Monsters? What's your favorite project that?
Honestly, this is just gonna be cliche, but the whole when he wanted to get his ears done thing, that
was awesome. Yeah.
fascinated the hell out of me.
That was weird. Ed's a weird guy, man.
Do you think he would have done it? I mean, if he had a little more push?
I don't think he was gonna go all the way with it, but you know, it could have been cool. It could have been really cool.
It's one thing to have a purple beard, but
Yeah, cutting your ears up is not good. I've done it. It's not good. I used to have those big spacers in my ears, and I cut them out and got them all sewn up. So it's not. Don't mess with your ears, people.
yeah, like the Enigma was on the same show, I think it was, and like we interviewed him in California last year, and you're standing next to that dude. It's the real deal.
Yeah, he's a wild dude, man. I never met him. I've seen him at tattoo conventions and stuff, and he's just like out there. Supposedly a nice guy, though. I've never met him.
It seems nice, very nice.
Yeah, but everybody in the show talks about how cool he was. So that's the eyes that freak me out.
Oh.
Like when you should get your eyes tattooed, it's like, what the hell is wrong with you? I don't know.
I wouldn't even know how. Probably don't even want to know how they did it.
Apparently they just inject it. Like it's not even like, I think they just inject it with a needle, and it's like that's scary, man. And it looks evil. It's awesome.
Yeah, but he's a nice dude.
Yeah, it's cool.
Go figure.
Random, really random.
All right, man. Thank you so much for your time.
All right, man. We'll get our eyes tattooed next time.
All right, we're doing it.
Sweet.
Right now. Rock on! See you guys. Cool. Whoa! Fat guy just busted the chair.
It's all good. Us fat guys got to stick together.
Exactly.